Welcome to EEMS 250. In this video, we will explain the graphical user interface features of the Lagrangian particle tracking module in EFDC Explorer. The LPT module can be used for the simulation of Lagrangian particles and oil spills. Let's get started. To begin using the LPT module, you can start by opening a model in EFDC Explorer and activating the LPT module. To begin setting up the LPT module, right-click on LPT to open the Settings dialog. In this form, EE allows the user to configure particle groups as simple particles, also referred to as drifters, or as parcels of oil in the case of an oil spill simulation. The form includes two tabs: LPT Main Options and Seeding Utility by Group. In the LPT Main Options tab, the module only becomes active when the Compute Drifters checkbox is checked. Next, the global computational period starting and end date for particles must be set. The frequency in minutes of output is for all groups and is independent of the normal EE output frequency. Within the initial particle vertical position input options, the user may specify whether the vertical positions are provided in terms of elevation or depth. The user can either enable or disable the random components for either horizontal and/or vertical directions. In addition, the user may specify the random walk size options by selecting to allow EFDC diffusion calculations to be used for the AH and AV parameters. Alternatively, there is an option for specified constant diffusivities that can be inputted by the user. The wall slippage frame allows users to set the wall slip factor. For most real-world cases, wall slip should be 0. However, for Flume and other test cases, it may be better to use 1 to allow for a full slip condition. In the Seeding Utility by Group tab, the Group Options frame allows the user to define a series of particle groups with a user-defined ID. For each group, the release and end day, as well as the settling velocity, may be defined by the user. The settling velocity considers positive values as indicating downward motion. By default, EE will configure all of the particles to be released at the start time for the group. That is, when the single release date for entire group checkbox has been checked. However, EE also allows timed release of particles. Turning off the single release date for entire group checkbox allows the user to select the Distribute Release Date button. The user can set properties for each created particle group as normal particle tracking or oil spill by using the Oil Spill Options checkbox. The oil parameters can be modified by clicking on the Properties button. The Fixed Depositing Particles checkbox will prevent particles that reach the bed from being transported for the remainder of the simulation. Particles can be released with uniform spacing and random placement options. Both of these options can use either the model extents or a polygon to define the extent of the particles to be released. The Vertical Options frame has 3 options: random depth, fixed elevation, and fixed depth. If oil spill is being modeled, then the vertical depth options are disabled, as the oil spill can only be set at the water surface. Once the above options are set, the user needs to define the number of particles in the Number of Particles to Seed field next to the Create button. Once the number of particles to seed has been specified, click the Create button to generate particles for the group. When the Clear Group button is pressed, all the user-defined particle groups will be erased. The Clear All button will remove all of the seeds for all of the groups. Now that the LPT and oil spill options have been configured, we can save and run the model. Thank you for watching. You can find the link to the next video below.